Well, well, looks like the Bucs did bounce back against the Saints on Sunday.
Yeah, big. The Bucs came to marching, and the Saints went to crawling with the big old L.
That and more on the next episode of Buccaneers Captain Report.
Stay tuned. Stay locked in.
Welcome to this episode of Buccaneers Captain Report. We are your hosts with the most. I'm big, he's small.
AKA Jive.
Yes, and this is Saints Hate Week, and the Bucs just beat the Saints. So Jay, let me know how did it go? How are you feeling about this game, man?
I feel good about the win. A W is always a W. But for the most part, this ain't even really one of those games that you look at and get excited about. Although we're gonna talk ish. No, it was. I'm not saying it wasn't a good game. I'm talking about exciting as far as get excited that we beat up on a sorry team. You know what I'm saying? That's like Andre the Giant beating up on Rey Mysterio. You feel me?
I have no idea what he's talking about, but okay, that's cool. I know who Andre the Giant is. That's it.
Oh, you get my...
Yeah, I get your reference.
My reference. Yeah. All right, yeah. Bro, it's the Saints, bro.
It's the Saints. It was a get right game.
Even though these games in the NFL have been flipped around upside down, you know what I'm saying? Teams that you think supposed to win is losing, but when it comes to the rivalry that we have against the Saints, we just got their number. And like I said, the way they've been playing anyway this season, their offense to get their ish together.
Yeah.
No, this ain't the New Orleans Saints podcast. This is the Buccaneers podcast.
Yeah.
But damn, I need to get y'all shit together.
Like I said, I don't care what the score is. I just wanted us to win. And, we won without them scoring a touchdown, which is a plus. So I feel good about this game. Very, very good. Yeah, it's time for bye week. But before we get there, how did we get this win, man?
All right, let's get into it. Bucs versus Saints, Sunday's game. First quarter, Saints get the ball first. And immediately on their drive, Mr. Rattler fumbles the ball on the third down. Fumble caused by Anthony Nelson. Keep that name to the side. Really, that was the only highlight of the first quarter, big. Second quarter is when things got a little exciting. The Bucs were stopped 4 times at the goal line, and not even just like at the goal line. It was like at the 1 and at the 1.5 or at the inch from the goal line.
Yeah, that was definitely
4
weird.
times. It was ridiculous, and we will get more into that. So that was a turnover. Saints next drive. Anthony Nelson on the side. Well, let's bring it back, because Anthony Nelson on the Saints drive, again, having one of the best games of his career, recorded a pick 6. with 2 drive exchange.
The way he pushed Etler down was poetry, bro.
Yeah. Diabolical.
Poetry.
Disrespect. Man versus boy. 2 drives later, the Saints get halted by an incredible defensive play by Jamel Dean that's having an excellent season. Punches out the ball, causing a fumble, and Antoine Winfield recovers the ball. Now, get this. It should have been a touchdown, but it was taken back, and we'll get back to that. Under 1 minute on the Bucs drive, Baker fumbles the ball caused by Chase Young. Was he sack fumble? Sack fumble.
It was one of those weird arm ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Saints' last drive of the half includes Buccaneers rookie Jacob Parrish getting his 2nd sack of his rookie season. Really, that was ended the first half with 3 points being placed on the scoreboard by New Orleans.
And that's about all the points they scored, too.
So let's break down this first half before we get into the second half.
Yeah, my thing was the 4 straight run plays from the 1 yard line, which is okay. You could run the ball 4 times on the 1 yard line, but don't run it down the middle every single time. And it stop it every single time. When we played the Seahawks, I seen you do a pitch out to Sean Tucker, and he scored a touchdown.
Now, when you're talking, sorry to interrupt you, but when you're talking, you said, I seen you. Can you be more specific? These people don't know what we're talking about.
The offensive coordinator.
Okay.
I seen him call a pitch out where they pitched the ball to Sean, and he ran in like the easiest touchdown I seen of the year. But no, he wants to try to jam it down the middle 4 times in a row, bruh. Damn. But aside from that, it's whatever. That, to me, was our biggest mistake in the first half. That right there.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I told you to be more clear on who you're referring to, not because it may be people out there don't know what the hell who is you.
Josh Grizzard.
My second biggest reason is because I just want to continue to be known that I'm right. Basically, like I said, it's the fucking play calling. Whether you want to say whatever it is you want to say out there, it's the play calling. And I don't see how you could be blind to the fact that some of these play calling is outrageously just dumb. Like, what are you thinking? What are you seeing out there? Like, let's get it together. If I was the head coach, the GM, his ass would not been on the bus or on the plane with us. He'll be on the bus, not even the Greyhound. He'll be on the mega bus. Like, it's just, I don't know. Bro need to retire before he get fired or something, because that's just not it. And as you stated, a win is a win, and if the defense didn't step up and contribute with those touchdowns, we were finna win anyway because the defense stopped the New Orleans Saints, but we ain't really score on the offense like that. The offense ain't really contribute like that, and I'm not putting all that part on the OC, but we'll get more into it later on. But if you look back at the plays and you really break down and dissect some of the calls that he was making, man, get the F out of here. But that was my take on the first half. One other thing one other big thing. It ain't even a small thing. And this might be controversial, but I don't care because I'm here for it. This is not on my brother's behalf. It's solely my personal opinion. Man, somebody need to contact the FBI, not only just on the NBA, but on the NFL referees. Because something got to be... something got to be going on. Because that don't make no damn sense. Like, I don't know what call that is, what whistle that is that they're listening to.
You said you heard a whistle. I didn't hear a whistle, bro.
I heard a slight...
That's exactly,
bro. That's exactly how
I did not hear a whistle.
But it didn't even sound like it came from the field. It sounded like the shit came from
across the street somewhere.
Across the street from really. I heard it
the
like
next city. It came from Tampa. I did not hear a whistle, bro.
Like one of the fans from the Saints was like, "Oh shit, maybe I gotta stop this touchdown," and brought their own whistle. That's what it sounded like.
I did not hear a whistle.
But I didn't hear a whistle clear and day. I heard something.
You said you heard something that sounds like
a whistle
from the stand.
From the stand.
I did not hear nothing.
Yeah, I heard a little slight.
I did not hear anything. So once again, the ref is affecting our game in a negative way, man. So that's that. I guess our fan base didn't pay our ref due this week. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, and the amount of penalties that the New Orleans Saints were getting, and every time the ref came up and to announce what the penalty was, he just had the biggest smirk on his face, like, God dang, man, I'm trying to keep this score, the Vegas, at a certain point, but y'all ain't helping me out.
after that second pick by Winfield, when they blew it dead, I turned to you and said, man, I feel like they trying to keep the score down or the score close, bro. Like,
yeah.
Ain't no way, bro.
It's ridiculous.
He wasn't touching nothing. The man just caught the ball and fell down, rolled up and ran, and y'all blew the whistle. Like,
bro, the FBI don't investigate that. Y'all missing out on the case. And as far as the NFL, what y'all need to do is y'all need to start putting lie detector tests on these referees before the game and after the game, and asking questions like, do you have any involvement in betting on this game? Mm-hmm. Yes or no? I'm dead ass serious. I'm not, ain't no LOL. I'm not even, at this point, I'm not even laughing.
Yeah, I ain't trying to upset myself more about that, so let's continue with the game.
Move on.
The first half ended 7-3 us. Now the second half.
Second half, Bucs get the ball first and put points on the board. They got the ball all the way down to the 1 yard line because it came from an excellent, sensational effort. I'm going to give them 100% props. K. Otten with the reach in, but he wasn't quite there. And they ended at the 1 yard line. And once again, goddamn offensive coordinator trying to punch the ball in. But this time, Sean Tucker did what he had to do. And he did get that 1 yard touchdown. But it wasn't the easiest touchdown. There was a struggle. And we're going to get into that later on after the breakdown. Saints get the ball. They got a 3-and-out. On the Bucs' second drive, they put up 3 points with, what's the boy? McLaughlin with a 55-yard field goal to put the score 17-3. Saints' next drive was not led by Rattler because he got benched. Mm-hmm. Like he a high school type bench.
It was going down. I saw it. I was like, yep, it's going down.
They was doing Buddy dirty. Now I don't know if they was trying to bench him because of his effort, or they were trying to save his life.
They were saying because of turnovers, but all of those wasn't his fault though. So I don't understand why.
I believe they were trying to save his life the way the Bucs was coming. because there was coming. It was another sack party.
Yep.
It was another sack party, and I'm enjoying these sack parties. Tyler Shuck came in, and that did not help them at all. Why? Because none other than Mr. Antoine Renfield gets INT. And that should have been a touchdown, but it wasn't.
The ref blew the whistle.
The ref blew the whistle, and I'm not putting that on the refs because he was touched by the wide receiver. So that was one of not many at all good plays. It was down. A down play is a down play.
I don't think it was down because he touched the wide receiver when he was catching the ball, but when he fell down, the wide receiver they were not touching though.
He had control. Renfield had control of the ball, while the dude's feet.
No, but when
you don't gotta touch it with your hands.
But no, I understand. But when Winfield got the ball, the whole ball, and fell down, the receiver was over there. Like he was not. No parts of him was touching Winfield, and he rolled and started running, and they blew the whistle. So that was dumb.
I think what it is that they're looking at is Winfield having control of the ball when the ball was in between his legs.
Yeah.
And that's when you could see the receiver legs still touching Winfield. So if you got control of the ball at any time, it's not like you dropped the ball. You got control of the ball while the wide receiver touching you.
My thing was when he fell down. When he fell down, that's when the wide receiver was supposed to touch him. That's when we blew the whistle. But when Winfield
that's not how it worked.
No part of the wide receiver was touching him.
No, that's not how it worked. Yeah, that's not how it worked. Renfield definitely was credited for the interception, and that was part of my prediction that my boy was going to get an INT on our review game, on our pregame review games. So check it out if you haven't. Bucs drive ends on top of the fourth quarter with another 3-point field goal, this time for 52 yards, putting the score at 20-3. The Saints drive ends with a turnover on fourth, and when the Bucs get the ball back, we put up another 3 points, this time with a 54-yard field goal, putting up the score 23-3. And from there, we don't really got to get time. Yeah, we start putting in our backups. Teddy
Two Gloves was in the game, man.
Came in the game, and that was it. Murder, she wrote.
The best thing though that happened in this game, one of the best things, is we sat Tyler Shuck on the last play of the game.
Oh yeah, another play.
That sums up the game.
When my boy give you these stats, you gonna be like, man.
That sums up the whole game right there. And for on offense, it's not a lot to talk about, man. This game was a defensive struggle. Both offenses wasn't doing much, which at first was kind of annoying that our offense wasn't doing much. But when I realized what type of a game this was, I was like, oh, okay, as long as we keep scoring, it's not going to make a difference there. Baker Mayfield was 15 out of 24, 152 yards, 62% completion. He got sacked 3 times. Rattler was 15 for 21, 136 yards. Tyler Shuck was 17 of 30 with 128 yards, which I didn't realize he threw that ball that much. He came in, in the fourth or the third? Let me see. He came in the third, and he threw 30 times, bro. Damn.
One of the game wasn't doing nothing, and I believe Kamara was injured on that, and at the end of the third.
I don't think he was injured, but they was throwing because
he was getting. Well, you have to, you got to put the ball in the air.
They were throwing because they were down. Because Alvin Kamara got 6 attempts for 21 yards. That's music to my ears. Shaheed, he had a nice game, 9 receptions for 75 yards. Chris Olave had 8 receptions for 63 yards. Both on 12 targets. As far as the running back catching the ball, Alvin Kamara got two receptions for 24 yards on 2 targets, and Cooks, he caught 3 for 22 yards. They had no INTs. As a team, they sacked us 3 times, so that they had 2 tackles for loss also as a team on defense, which I don't feel like those are good stats on defense, but we still couldn't do none, which was weird. Sean Tucker had 12 attempts for 42 yards. Rashad White had 13 attempts for 35 yards. As far as receiving, Tez was our leading receiver with 5 receptions for 43 yards on 6 targets. Cade Otton had 4 receptions for 40 yards on 5 targets. Abuka had 3 receptions for 35 yards on 9 targets. So that's kind of weird there. I don't know. It seems like Baker and Abuka just couldn't
connect.
Yeah, they couldn't get on the same page or couldn't connect.
It's been like that for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks. So I'm glad that bye week is coming up. It's coming up at the best time. As far as defensive stats, as a defense, we sacked them 5 times. We had 2 INTs. I like that. Fumbles, we had 2. We recovered both. We fumbled them twice and we recovered both. And our kicker made all of his kicks. So
3 for 3.
4 for 4.
4 for 4.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
We ain't talking Wendy's.
That is the story of the game right there. Just like I was saying, I thought it was a defensive struggle. So you already know how those games go. Points are going to be few and far in between. But I think even though our offense looked, what's the word I'm looking for? They look like they just wasn't offensing. I don't know.
The offense was really out of sync.
Yeah, it just
but
didn't look good.
I'm going to give partial blame on one, the offensive coordinator, and 2, Baker Mayfield. And to be honest with you, Baker Mayfield might just be out there looking bad because he probably thinking the same thing that we thinking. What the fuck is the offensive coordinator? And not to say that there's some kind of turmoil on the sideline. I'm not saying that at all. I'm really just joking when I say that. But I believe that the play calling that's going on is some BS, 1. And 2, there's something going on with Baker Mayfield to where there's a big difference between those first few games and these last couple of games. And you could visually see that, especially when it comes to his passing, because he's literally looking down the receiver. Those first few games when Baker was in action, he was using good quarterback technique, looking the opposite direction of what he was of his actual target is. But there was a couple of plays, Emeka Abuka, where he misplaced the ball by either overthrowing them or pressuring the ball to him by throwing the ball too late. And you could see him staring down. I mean, he's basically telling the DB, hey, here's my target. Come try to intercept me. My arms are stronger than your reflexes. And he's been gambling. And I'm surprised at this point that he doesn't have more than 2 interceptions. from the last 2 games that he's played?
Well, I think Baker is hurt, and I know he was on the injury report this week. I think he's hurt more than we think, and because the one thing I was watching for this game, because I didn't see it last game, is his running. He had a few opportunities to take off and get the first yard, and it was right in front of him. And he decided instead to throw the ball. And I was like, 3 weeks ago, Baker, he would have ran that. So I think he might be more hurt than what the Bucs are letting us know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. I'm glad the bye week is here. Everybody get healthy. Like Baker said last year, y'all get your mind right. Let's get ready to go on this run. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm not mad at that take at all. That's why earlier, behind the camera, I didn't really want to, and our intro was going to be different. I didn't really want to put Baker out like that. Mm-hmm. And I really didn't even want to take that direct take on Baker. But, I mean, I'm just doing my job. I mean, it's clear as day that his play is different.
Yeah, it's different.
So whether it be an injury or something else, you know what I'm saying, you could 100% see that his play is different, and he's definitely not connecting with Emeka Buka, and Baker. That's your number one right now with Evans and Godwin being out. And not to take nothing away from Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson has been showing his butt off. You know what I'm saying?
He had a good game today.
Young and doing his thing. But unfortunately, none of our receivers got a touchdown. But that falls back
with Cade. Cade was this close, bro.
Yeah, and shoot, he was even close with Emeka.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Emeka was even closer. This close, right off the.
Yeah, but like I said, that falls back on Baker Mayfield and the decisions that he's taken when it comes to making his passes. But kudos to our defense, man.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Enough with the negative talk. Let's talk about some positive, bro. Let's talk some turnovers, bro. How many did we have in the game? We had 3.
Well, our offense?
No, how many turnovers did our defense get?
3. The interception, 2 interceptions, and fumble.
On 2, we had 4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2 interceptions, and is it 2 interceptions or it was 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles, right?
Yeah. Two fumbles, 4. So 5-0.
And what, 5 sacks?
Yeah, 5 sacks. And the
sack party.
And in the beginning of the year, Todd Bowe was saying he wants this defense to get more turnovers, and the guys definitely answered the bell, and we are definitely getting turnovers. So that's good. Anthony Nelson had the game of his life. I've been watching Anthony Nelson 8 years ago. He has never had a game like this, bro. He's always been like a backup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Nelson had the game of his life. He had a fumble. He caused a fumble. He had a pick 6 and 2 sacks. Hopefully he gets NFC Defensive Player of the Week, man. What do you think about Antoine Winfield Jr., man?
Let me add on to Anthony Nelson.
Oh, yes, please.
Sure, I didn't even know that he was on the Bucs team that long.
We drafted him in the 5th or 6th round. I think I'm 90% sure it was the 5th round, and he's been with the Bucs this whole entire time. His first year, we tried to see if he could start, but he never got going. So he's been he's been not a backup. I said that wrong. He's been like a rotational player.
Yeah. And this is his play today is the result of continuing to work hard, practicing hard, and staying resilient. And when that time comes, you put out what you put in.
And Antoine Winfield, man.
Yep, I called it.
Looks like our old pro is back, man. He had a awesome game. In fact, the whole defense had a awesome game. One person was missing. That was Mr. Yaya Diaby. I did not hear your name called, but it's okay. I'll be looking out for you after the bye week. But after that, I think the whole defense played immaculate. We held an NFL team to 3 points. I don't care if they're the Saints. We held an NFL team to 3 points.
It's the Saints.
That's the tagline. That's the tagline of the game.
Yeah.
We held an NFL. I don't care if it's the Saints because everyone in the NFL is professional. They're all good. We held an NFL team to 3 points.
Yeah, they getting paid the big bucks for some, and it don't matter who to blame on their side. But shoot, you put that uniform on, you better come out there and get ready to either be the one doing the smashing or getting smashed.
Yeah, and as far as
I could have picked a better word. My bad.
But as far as the rest of the game, I'm okay with how the offense went. We scored a touchdown on the Anthony Nelson touchdown. We scored a field goal, and then we scored a touchdown with that run from Tucker, and then 3 more field goals. So
the defense won the game for us.
Yeah. So even though
we scored on all their turnovers,
even though the score was only 23-3, in the second half we scored on our first 4 possessions. We scored a touchdown and then 3 field goals. So I take that. Just next game, let's make those scores on our first 4 possessions touchdowns.
Yeah. Look, man, I'm just glad that special teams ain't on my shit list this week.
Yeah,
they had no errors. No penalties.
No, actually, they had one.
Was it in the beginning?
It was in the beginning. The first play of the game. We kicked off to the Saints, and they had.
You remember I missed the first 3 minutes or so.
They had a big return. They got the ball to the 40-yard line. But that was it.
You should have kept that to yourself.
No.
So their ass is still on the plane this week.
I actually had that in my notes. Like, look, they got the ball first, big return, their 40-yard line.
I mean, but they ain't.
It wasn't like
our 40-yard line.
On there. So
I mean, they didn't cross over to our line.
Nah.
Oh man,
but it's still a big return though.
I'm gonna take y'all off my. I'm gonna take y'all off.
All right. So with all that being said,
that ain't nothing.
Who's walking your plank and who's your MVP, man? I think you should do one player or person walking the plank, one player or person or group.
Ain't that how we been doing it?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. That's.
Threw me off. All right, my walking the plank this week is going.
It's hard. This
I wanna.
It's hard.
Baker didn't have a good game, but I feel like there's something that they're keeping from us.
Yeah, I think.
But I'm 100%.
I think he's hurt. Bro.
Yeah, because I wanted to do the partial. I really said my walking the plank when I was giving my takes, but my walking the plank again is that garbage ass offensive coordinator.
I don't think he's as garbage as you say, but I'll take it.
I ain't finna give him garbage. I'm gonna give him what the hell he. His ass is still walking the plank, so he's walking the plank. My MVP, Anthony Nelson did have a good game.
He had the game of his career.
He had the game of his career, but I am gonna collectively give it to the defense, yo.
I heard that he had the game of his career,
and the reason why I'm giving it, let me give my take on why I'm giving it to the defense. It's because what you said. Even though I did earlier say, I mean, it's the Saints. They've been garbage this whole season so far.
Still a professional team.
It's still, like you said, yeah, it's still a professional team. You're still in the NFL. You still went through the draft process. You're still getting paid big bucks. You got to step up. So just because you're playing trash, we're not going to take nothing away from our excellence. So, and I don't want to hear no analysts talking about someone. It's the Saints. That's why they won, or anybody else for that matter.
We finally hear it all week.
Yeah. So y'all could talk. They could talk mad shit about Baker's performance or whatever. Or should he question? Is he still in the talks of? Because it's 2 weeks, and if he continue and come back in the after the bye week, continuing to play like that, he just walked his. Moonwalked his way out of the MVP talk. But I hope they hit the reset button after the bye week and come back and put on the performance as what they had in the first few weeks of the season. But yeah, that's my MVP. The defense, walking the plank.
You're the
yeah. I'm just rephrasing, and walking the plank would be the offensive coordinator for the second week in a row.
I had a crazy thought while you were saying that. Anthony Nelson had the game of his career. Can you imagine if he just keeps playing like that, bro?
Yeah.
The rest of the year, how crazy would that be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my walking the plank, it's hard. Like, it's difficult. Like, you would think in a game that we win 23-3, I would have a bunch of folks who put on walking the plank.
Why?
I
don't.
don't
Win the game.
Yeah,
why would you have?
I mean, we don't
harder.
score enough.
It should be harder.
We didn't meet our average score. You know what I'm saying? But it's difficult. Like, you already picked the OC, and I do agree that the OC had some.
Well, we can have the same, bro.
Terrible play call.
No, we can have the same.
Okay, so
it don't matter.
So the OC is definitely walking the plank. Had some questionable play calls, especially on the goal line. I think his play calls the rest of the games between the goal lines were okay. Just when he got to like the 1 yard line, the 2 times that he got in the 1 yard line, like the plays were weird. The whole time was I saying, do a pitch out. Like, I don't know. So that's what's walking the plank. My MVP is going to Baker. Nope. I'm sorry.
Man, I saw I give you the
excuse me. My MVP is going to Antoine Winfield Jr. He had a very, very good game. He looked like Antoine Winfield from 2 years ago when he was an all-pro before he got hurt. That one pick between his legs, that might not look like a good crazy play. That is a difficult play, man, to put that thing in between your legs, pause and roll. So Antoine Winfield is my MVP. And the OC, Josh Gazard, I love you, but you walking the plank, bro.
Now, let me ask you something, because you praised Anthony Nelson. Why didn't you give it to Anthony Nelson?
Why didn't I give it to Anthony Nelson?
Yeah.
I didn't give it to Anthony Nelson. I gave it to Antoine over Anthony. I don't know. I just felt that was the right thing to do.
don't make no sense.
I kind of want to see Anthony do it again before I give him MVP.
It's for the game, bro.
I understand.
I mean, but it's your call. The reason why I give it to an individual because I think as a whole, the defense just did good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm just thinking like, damn, what is Levante David thinking right now?
He's thinking like, man, I wish I had this team 10 years ago. You feel me? And also, Jamel Dean had a sack, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, defense played lights out, bro.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to the defense, bro. If you give it to an
I
individual.
gave it to an individual because Antoine Winfield is Antoine Winfield, bro. There's really no explanation. I gave it to Antoine Winfield because that's my preferred MVP. But the defense did play lights out. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once again, folks, we appreciate y'all for joining us. And you know, like how I say every week and every episode, from me to you, thank you. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the comments. Let us know who your MVP is, and let us know who you think is walking the plank. 100% this game want to know who's walking the plank. Who y'all think just did the what the hell was that type performance? And also, please hit the follow button. Subscribe button. I don't know why I said follow button, but hit the subscribe button. And join us again in 2 weeks.
Yeah, two weeks.
In 2 weeks, because we do have a bye week this week.
Bye.
But we're gonna be dropping some bloopers and some behind the scenes type stuff.
No, it would not be 2 weeks. It'll be like a
next
week
week.
and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half. Because our next game falls on the what? It's not a Monday game, is it?
No, it's Sunday, but
it's a Sunday game.
Because
we don't got no more Monday games. We only get one.
I'm not sure. I would have to look it up, but
one last season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stay locked in with us. I greatly appreciate y'all, but y'all could be watching anything, but y'all stayed in, locked in to the end, and y'all walking with us, and I love y'all for that.
And please don't forget to subscribe. Once again, this is Big, and he is Small,
aka Jive.
We love talking to y'all on a win week, especially on Saints Hate Week. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Love, family.
As always, go Bucs.